Hello again. I'm Joel Barthelemy. Most of us lead busy lives, made even more complicated by the need these days for either a single parent or both parents to have jobs outside the home. There's comfort in having a regular schedule. Then it happens. Your son isn't feeling well in the morning. Now you have to make a decision that will impact the rest of your day. Send him to school or keep him at home. Relatives and neighbors can't always be available, and missing a morning or a day of work is not an option for you. Maybe your son is just barely keeping up with his studies and needs to be here in science class. How many times have you crossed your fingers and sent him to school, hoping you don't get the call later that he is actually ill? And when you do, you have to leave work to pick him up and take him home. To make matters worse, your pediatrician doesn't take walk-ins. And urgent care, well, that can be expensive. So now, you face the likely prospect of taking off work not only today, but even possibly tomorrow, just to see the doctor. Let's consider another scenario that starts after you've made the decision to send him to school. While in class, your son tells the teacher he's not feeling well, and he goes to the school nurse's office. Fortunately, your school system has invested in a telemedicine program, what we like to call ConnectedHealth. At the beginning of the school year, the principal explained to the parents why it was important for them to sign authorizations allowing their children to be seen and treated remotely by a pediatrician's office, perhaps by a doctor or a nurse practitioner. You still get a phone call telling you your child is ill, but the nurse explains that the doctor has already seen your child and has sent in a prescription to your nearby pharmacy. Even though you have to leave work early to pick him up, you start your son on the medication as soon as you get home, and by the next morning, he's feeling good enough to go back to school. What I've just described to you is school-based telemedicine, and an increasing number of school districts around the country are providing it to their parents and students. Studies have shown that the most common complaints among students are earaches, runny noses, allergies, and sore throats. In school systems with telemedicine equipment in place, the majority of the consults with practitioners occur the very same day. But perhaps your child faces another health issue. About 1 of every 8 children has a chronic condition like asthma or obesity, developmental disorders, mental health problems, even attention deficit disorders. With parental consent, telemedicine allows schools to schedule consults with pediatric specialists whose practices are miles away. Otherwise, parents have to take time off from work and travel extensively in order for their children to receive the needed care. In-person care for chronic conditions may not always be available for everyone because some parents don't have reliable transportation or they get docked pay. Or, in order to participate in sports, gymnastics, or cheerleading, children need to have a physical exam. These can be done remotely before or after school. Providing access to health care in school can improve health outcomes for children, help children and families conveniently and cost-effectively manage chronic and episodic conditions, all while reducing school absenteeism. At GlobalMed, we have proven systems that enable providers to conduct remote examinations while maintaining the continuity of care, because it's important that the child's primary care physician is kept in the loop. Healthcare delivery is changing, and if you look around, you'll see good health systems are leading the way. It's not this care model, nor is it that care system. The paradigm is shifting to allow for the use of mobile technology, and that will save our healthcare system and others around the world. Connected Health. Connected Health is going to provide us all with access to the right care at the right time, anywhere, no matter how old you are. Do you have a comment or a question about healthcare delivery in schools? If so, please send me an email. My address is on this webpage. I'm Joel Barthelemy.